Non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make $1, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots will live in the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
G motherfucking M. My goodness, guys. I got this set up late, and yeah, I wasn't even sure who would stop by. You guys are here? Bright and freaking early. What time zone are you guys in? Edge, I know you. Speaking of which, Edge, did you catch the Northern Lights last night? Did you get to see them at all? How cool is that, man? I'm hoping it goes on all weekend, and I think it does, because I really, really, really want the kids to see it. Like, dude, growing up in New England, I feel like we saw it a lot there, like kind of a lot. And it's not a thing that ever entered my head because I lived in Florida after growing up in New England. Lived in, like, at 15, moved to Florida, spent like half of my life there. Never, ever thought about Northern Lights again, ever. But north enough now to, like, I think we can see it here, which is cool as fuck. Man, I really want to see it. I didn't see it last night. Good morning, Loco. Cosmos. Great to see you, bro. What's up, Elliot? Good morning, sir. Hold that shit to zero. Feels like we're in the middle of that right now, doesn't it? Man, it doesn't feel bad out there. It just doesn't feel good. Like, doesn't it feel like the energy's sucked out of the space right now? Like, truly. Oh, you're in Boston. Dude, did we ever chat about that? I can't remember. I grew up in New Hampshire, like 45 minutes from Boston. Like, I still will, no matter what, I'll always call that home. Like, just love it up there, man. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. I think we got all weekend for the Northern Lights. I'm pretty freaking sure. I think so, at least. Yeah, fuck Florida, dude. You know, okay. So I moved from Florida up to Chicago 8 years ago. I love it up here. Only recently have I started being like not missing Florida, but kinda. I'm like, I could see myself there again. But like, I'm like an outdoorsy person, and if I am, it's like I like the woods, right? Like I like hiking and shit like that, and never got into that in Florida. It's so miserable there. Like it's so hot. Cat's brother, I was just gonna say, dude, I haven't seen you here. It feels like in months, man. It's different too. It's I don't know. I think this is getting a little more casual, hangouty on Friday, on Saturday, Sunday mornings. Because, like, dude, there's so much, there's so many shows on the weekdays. There's nothing by the weekend that we haven't covered. Nothing. But it's good to see you, man. Gee, meow, sir. Confusion. It's good to see you. Well, yeah, you would, dude. I saw a tornado around Tickle's neck of the woods yesterday, or maybe like the day before. Classing it up this morning, guys. What up, Dad? Dude, good to see you. God, I love that cat. Seriously, one of the nicest cats in that whole collection, dude. Real nice. Yeah. Hey, you know, like, this winter, like, almost didn't exist. It was, man, such a weird winter. That global warming shit. It's weird. It's real. It's weird, like, growing up, like, my family, my parents, super right-leaning. And, you know, growing up, it was always global warming is fake. And, like, there's elements of it that is just, like, parts of global warming are natural. But I mean, you just cannot deny that there's been a change that isn't natural too. I think. So I just grew up thinking it was just like this fake narrative. But it's not entirely. This shit just gets politicized. Dude, I'm digging going through the content of people out there in Ordinals Asia, and I think it's 2 different conferences, right? Might even be 3. But it's just cool seeing like the parties and the handshakes and stuff. Like coming off of what was the event a couple weeks back? It was NFT NYC, wasn't it? Coming off of that and seeing like the Magic Eden yacht party and those kind of things. Man, I much prefer seeing the Ordinal stuff for whatever reason. It doesn't feel as like pumpy and like self-congratulatory, and you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like a party. It feels like the start of like a big movement. Like a big movement, dude. Yeah. Yeah, like Dead just changed to that again recently, right? Or Dead that hasn't always been your picture on here, right? Man, worldwide. Cool shit, man. Good morning, sweet English. Good to see you, brother. I do what I can. Dude, I got to figure out how to like monetize this shit. It's too early. It's way too early to do it, but I got to get sponsors. I got to start pushing. I got to learn how to do like actual biz dev like with this stuff. It's good enough where like the bones of this thing is solid. Right? We could put on a good show. I think we need to step it up like on all fronts, but I really want to start stepping it up. Ha. Cool shit. Yeah. Well, I like seeing the Bubble Cat. I think more than most. I like your work, of course, but man, Bubble Cat's special, man. All right, let me see if I got the right screen. I was fucking around with layouts. Yeah, that'll work. Dude, I've been playing. This is random as hell, but I've been playing with ChatGPT, trying to see if I can have it help me with my newsletter. And dude, it's really fucking impressive. Like at some point, I want to show you guys that because I don't know if you fuck with that at all with ChatGPT with like anything. I'm really slow catching on to stuff. Like I've played with it. I'll open up ChatGPT and I'll just fire off like random questions, like almost using it like a search engine. And I always hear people talk about training the model and like for whatever reason, again, it just never really clicked. But I'm like, let me see what happens if I start feeding it my past newsletters and then asking it to like write my newsletter for me. If I give it like data points, and holy shit, I think it actually does that. So I am working on kind of training one. I guess that's what I'm doing. Kind of training a newsletter or a model here. It's pretty cool. I'm going to show you guys that. Man, I want to smoke now. God damn it, guys. Anyway, what's going on out there? You guys seen anything fun? I'm talking like NFT crypto stuff because all I see is everything down. I think the fun stuff's going on over on Blast, which not touching. I want to be touching, but still not. So all I see is this. Crypto looking terrible. You know what? Okay, I mean, it doesn't look amazing. It's not terrible. Like I said here multiple times, but I remember in like the bear market or bull market of years past, 5% swings all the time. Like waking up, looking at my phone. I'm talking like 2021, 2022. Waking up and I have all these notifications from like the crypto.com app. And it's just like down 5%, up 5%, down 5%, up 5%, just like nonstop. It's what it's what the bull market is. Anyway, I don't know what this shit is about other than like, like the new process here, right? Looking at ETF outflows, inflows. Yesterday, pretty gnarly day for outflows. I guess not the worst we've seen, right? We had some days with outflows, 217 Bitcoin in the hole, 563, which is wild. 84 yesterday. So yeah, 84 Bitcoin. What is that? I'm not gonna math. I'm actually really tired still. But yeah, outflows outpacing inflows by quite a fucking lot yesterday. But again, we saw 7 times that or so on May 1st. So not awful. Good morning, Hulk. Good to see you, man. Oh, Cosmos, that's what it feels like. That's why I kind of don't give a shit about the price right now. It feels like that new all-time high is like right around the corner. It feels like it just feels like it's coiling up right now for that. Like, this doesn't feel like anything to be concerned about. It's like Becker said, like, engagement and shit is at bear market levels, but price is not far off at all from all-time highs. Like, it's not that far. We could hit all-time high in a matter of hours with this type of money coming in. With this, dude, all-time high could come at any point. And I just feel like we're getting really close to that moment. And then when it goes, dude, it's just that FOMO. It's just FOMO of normies chasing this shit all the way up. Man, if you're talking to me, man, I don't consider this work. This is just fun. You know what it is? I just made a goal of like putting out video content every day and for at least a year. At least 1 year I wanted to do that. So when I started this on it's like July 26th or July 28th. It was like right around there. I'm like, every fucking day, at least a video, and it doesn't have to be the recorded edited stuff. It can be live. You just got to do like at least one thing every day. So like even this morning, if I'm thinking, fuck, there was enough shows in the week, 3 shows a day at this point, some days 4. Like, it's enough. You can take a day off. But I'm like, what else would I be doing? Like, sitting on the couch and trying to get into a show or maybe fire up a game? Like, I don't know. I don't really love that stuff anymore. I love this. What I'm missing a huge part of my game now, which is trading. I haven't traded especially since the new chain reactor started, at least 2 weeks of not touching anything. No trades, which sucks. That part feels bad. That has to get fixed because, like, how can I make good content and give good insights if all I'm doing is, like, reading what other people are doing? I don't know the Blast. Again, I don't know the Blast ecosystem, which is bullshit. Like, how can I give you guys, share any good insights, personal insights, if I'm not touching the ecosystem? It doesn't work. So, like, yeah, that's what, if I were cutting time with shows, and doing something else, it would be getting into that stuff. And again, that does need to happen to some degree. So kind of like with that said, don't fade Blast, man. Don't do it. Blast is going to be fucking huge, dude. Way bigger than it is right now. I really feel that, man. That's cool, man. I mean, here, like, in a way, I look at it like Dead, like my buddy Dead, who's here. He does art every day, and he's done that for like 3 years, or maybe a little over 3 years at this point. Every day puts out a piece of art. It's like Beeple, it's like Banana Can, it's like a lot of people who do everydays, and it's like my version of an everyday. And so, yeah, same thing. It won't blow up until I learn the biz dev part, right? Like, that's, like, I've just really grown to learn the importance of marketing. You can do something if nobody sees it, it just doesn't grow. So, like, I have to step up the posting on X, and I started to a little this week. I just, like, I need a game plan. Like, I need to know what I'm going to tweet and then just kind of full throttle, like, go for it. And it has to happen. That's the way you get more eyes on this shit. Yeah. I mean, English, right? Blast is going to be fucking massive. It's not a little fad. It's not a flavor of the month. It's not, one or two cool products, like Fantasy Top is going to fade away. It's not. Blast is going to be a major player, like a huge, major fucking player, like a core thing. And I don't see it as just this cycle. I think they've got something tangible. I think it's because the kind of builders, and it's a lot to do with Pac-Man, like guys who understand how to make this shit that we love, how to make products that are tailored to us. that are fun and rewarding, that shit's going to work. Blast is going to cook. I think in the long run, I think Blast competes with Solana. In the long run, give it a couple years to catch up, but I do think that. I think Blast is going to be like a top 3 chain, potentially. Potentially. Yeah, just hold the tokens, right, English? I think that's what's been proven out now. You know what sucks, cats? It's like it's a little bit of a head game, not knowing what to tweet. It's kind of like that's where I get stuck. But I also understand too, like learning more and more, you can mid-curve shit. It's just about volume, just getting tweets out and then getting better at what you're putting out. Like to start, it's just you gotta get you just gotta pump out quantity, and the quality will come if you like make it a goal to get better. So I'm kind of at that stage. I just gotta gotta get some stuff out there. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Loco. You don't have to farm at all. In fact, I think it's being proven right now that farming is like a super inefficient way to play Blast. I think it's just play the just buy tokens. Yeah. Yep. I think just buy tokens, and yes, dApps will get rewarded too, but yeah, gold's the rewards you get. You know what? Like gold is what's going to end up turning to whatever their token, their Blast token. Here, let's look at yeah, I got to step it up there, dude. Let's look at, I mean, again, we're going to do this casually, just kind of hop around to whatever. Let's look at the DeFi over on Blast. Because a lot of these tokens still, man, they are way undervalued. Comparing them to like other ecosystems, right? Like, I mean, the biggest market cap. Well, I'm curious what PackMoon is at now. It was at like 150 mil, which is nothing for a major meme coin. Like nothing. Am I on the right page here? There we go. Is this, man, is this actually real? Pack is still just like, it's under 150 mil. This is such a layup. Like, this is such a gimme play. And again, that's all you have to do. You do not have to farm these dApps at all. You don't. Just hold the freaking tokens. Not really, because I've not really dove in. Yep. Good call there. They got airdrops coming. All of them, yeah. Yeah, Dad, you're good about touching a lot of things, right? Getting kind of exposure everywhere. Okay, Dad, just because you're more aware, are some of these fake? What's the deal with all of the different? I mean, I get that some of these are just different pairs, right? But are some of these fake? Like, why is there a pack wrapped ETH pair, another pack wrapped ETH pair? Well, they got the same No, they got different contract addresses. Yeah, what's the deal with that? I don't get it. Good morning, Manny. Menus Z. Thank you, sir. I'm telling you, dude, I'm going to absolutely smash that dude. I hear a lot about juice. Again, like, I know English sees pack at 500 mil. I see that easily too. And I think we got it. We got the potential for $1 billion meme coin in this ecosystem. But yeah, if I can, I would like to do some homework and dig into some of these coins and find them. Look at this though. If we're sorting by market cap, And I'm looking if this is the fully diluted market cap. But I mean, look, you just go down, let's see, about 20 tokens, and you're sitting here in the like $15 million range. And you're pretty quickly getting to under $1 million. There's some very, very low market cap tokens here. I hear people talking about Baja. Again, this is like, I've got to dive in and really understand what are these for, which are meme coins, which are utility tokens in ecosystems over there. But I think there's a lot of guys who are saying, I'm not touching Blast. And I think eventually it gets so big where people just like have to get into it. They're just like, okay, I get it. It's not going away. So let me finally come in. You want to be in before that happens. And we're getting closer and closer to that happening, where people are going to realize it's not like they can't miss it. Like this NFT cycle, I'll show you this. Like clearly ETH and Bitcoin and all that's pretty just mid right now. Like nothing noteworthy going on here. But man, on Blast, NFTs are fucking cooking. By the way, we have Blast on the site. There's a couple different transaction types that we're not getting categorized correctly. If we had, and it's being worked on right now, if we have Blast data calculating correctly, Blast might be the #1 blockchain for NFT sales. It's just a matter of filtering out wash trades, which there's a fuck ton. So I don't know where it really sits, but I have a feeling the legit NFT sales probably put it above Solana. I wouldn't be shocked if legit NFT sales, at least maybe like last week with Fantasy Top, put it above Bitcoin. I wouldn't be shocked if it's #1. So, yeah, it's just like it's early enough in that ecosystem. Keep in mind, Blast has only been going for 2 months. When did Blast launch? Has it been just like 2 months at this point? It's so fucking it's so early there, man. Dude, so early. So I would, don't commit to like not getting into Blast. It's cool if you want to like still sit back and watch how it plays out, but I would keep a very open mind about it. And if I'm looking for a place to explore, and yes, I'm always preaching getting into Bitcoin, getting to Ordinals, but if there's one place I say maybe you got to prioritize, it might be Blast over Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin stuff is so expensive. It could be that. I don't know. So you guys that are in Ordinals and already got your bags there, what do you think? Would you have people that aren't in either ecosystem? They're not in Bitcoin, they're not in Blast. Would you be telling them to get into Blast first? Dude, don't even think about base. Blast is going to smash it. For now. And I'm giga bullish on base. Actually, that's an interesting conversation because, like, base has got normie appeal and base has got the artists. But if you want to do the PFP stuff, the stuff you're familiar with, and do the more degen-y stuff, I don't know. I guess as I'm saying this out loud, base gets real interesting with Warpcast and Farcaster and all that stuff. There's something interesting brewing on base too. Hey, maybe we're fortunate though that there's so many good there's so many good platforms launching right now. And spread so fucking thin that when we do get a rush of new users, dude, man, that rising tide. Yeah, dude. Okay, I'll say this then, man. You can't go wrong either way. It's more about timing, which is going to hit first. I think Blast is a right now play. Like, Blast is imminent. And I think base is going to take a while to cook still. Confusion, Liquidium on Bitcoin. Dude, I've been really debating doing that. My brother Tickle's been doing it. Yeah, my brother's been doing it, and I think it's doing pretty decently with that. Let me pull that up. Actually, guys, let me hit a couple quick like market points, and then I want to get to Liquidium. Big opportunity there if you got a little Bitcoin to play with. All right. First, dig this from Mark Cuban. Yeah, we're staying political here. There's just man, there's just a lot of political shit that's it's just starting to bubble up, man. You can't not talk about it. Cuban saying that if Joe Biden loses, that you can blame that on Gary Gensler and the SEC. I love this. Crypto's a mainstay with younger and independent voters. Gensler has not protected a single investor against fraud. True. All he's done is make it impossible for legit crypto companies to operate, killing who knows how many businesses, ruining who knows how many entrepreneurs. This is a warning to Congress, too. Crypto voters will be heard this election. Yep. Absolutely fucking true. Absolutely fucking true. Yeah, base is gonna be really interesting. I love it. But yeah. Base cook coming. Blast Inferno fucking kinda here. And the thing with Blast is we're starting to see people's gold rewards and you know, starting to see people projecting what they make. The real FOMO starts with Blast when token launches, which is coming really soon, and people see the US dollar value of what people are making. They're going to see guys who probably didn't put in a ton of fucking work making 10, 15, 20 grand, and then guys who put in substantial money, maybe other people who really did grind too, making 6 figures, 7 figures, and I bet you some guys are going to make 8 figures there, maybe, like the absolute top few guys there, 8 figures. It's coming. That's going to drive the FOMO over on Blast. Yeah, dude, Liquidium. Yeah, I definitely want to get into that because I'm considering doing that too. It's a way to maybe get cheap ordinals, discounted ordinals, and if not, it's a way to earn interest, just to earn some free Bitcoin. Anyway, peek at the market. I just want to see up, down, kind of flat, but NFT market's value down 0.22%. Sales still kind of crap. I do want to show you something cool here though. Did break 20 mil yesterday. Man, fucking buyer-sellers have been cooking lately. I think that is SPL20s again, right? So, like, fungible tokens over on Solana. Basically a mil in the hole for trade profits. God, intrusive thought, though. On the bottom of my toolbar, I saw Steam. Man, oh man, I want to play Hades 2 so bad. I'm going to play it today. Any of you guys like gamers and into that kind of thing? Hades fucking 2, guys. Oh, baby. All right, one sec. Little video setting here. Sorry, guys. Forgot to put a description in my video. All right, good now. Sorry about that. All right, let's see. Base likely won't have its own token. Yeah, fair. Have they said they're not going to? Have they ruled it out? Dude, Dad, I saw that last night. So over at Bitcoin Asia, whatever the conference was, but they said they got a token coming. What's the value prop in the token, though? How does that, like, is it using the platform? You're going to get, like, an airdrop of it? Yeah, trying to understand that. What I wanted to show here, the daily sales, yes, but yearly stuff. Guys, hard to believe, but we're actually, like, almost halfway through the year. Crazy, right? Like, it feels like the year just started, but we're just about halfway through. I guess not really. We got to get all this month and next month, too. But, okay. Can we say, are we like a third through the year? A little more than a third. Already 5.1 million in sales. All of last year, we got to 8.7. So, okay, I like it better framed this way. We're not even halfway through the year. We got about a month and a half to go. And we're well over half the sales of last year. Really nice pace. Really nice pace. Biggest difference here, right? Transactions, I do not think we're on pace for last year, although I'm picturing like we kind of trail off. Not if we get that 21 style summer pump. But biggest difference here is the price. Crypto up so much, right? God, like not quite double, but substantially higher than last year's average. And then trade profits in general in the positive this year. I don't know if that's going to hold, especially if it keeps going the way it's going, but just want to point that out. Sales really, really up from last year. I don't know. I don't think, unless we get that later year, like gigapump, like the real run that I still kind of think is coming, maybe. I'm hopeful. I wonder if we can beat this number. Because in 2021, our pump was later in the year. Like it just went up as the year went. In fact, yeah. Here's 2021. And I don't think this really does it justice. No, maybe it does. Because it wasn't until like July, August that we really, really started pumping. I kind of feel like this might happen again. I'm less sure about that than I was maybe at the start of the year. Is that Liquidium English? Yeah, fair. Yeah, Marty, you're having a good time on Blast, aren't you? You got a killer team too, by the way, Marty, on fucking Fantasy Top. Good looking squad. Are they going to put you in that Silver League? And let's see. Just want to peek at the leaderboard. A lot of BRC20s bubbling up. Again, like low volume is getting them higher on the board because NFT projects doing a little less, but I start seeing those BRC20s higher and higher as we get to some ordinal movement. Man, big punk sale yesterday. Nice hoodie punk. If that's a real sale, I'm going to peek real quick, but $627,000. Nice. It's so crazy looking at, man. Just look at it 7 years ago. Hard to believe they're fucking 7 years old. But $43. Now 627 grand. Fucking beautiful. If Trump wins, we get a pump unlike anything we've seen before, potentially. I'm leaning that way, though, right? Feels like it. It feels like that does a little something different. Picture his normie audience, like, getting full fucking throttle buying into Bitcoin. I mean, we're talking millions and millions and millions and millions of people. Could get fucking wild, man. How the Ordinals bags doing? I saw people talking about frogs pumping. Is it because they have rewards or because people are, like, happy about frogs again? Puppets. I still feel like they're going to come down to my striking price. It's cool they touched it, though, for probably like 12 hours. Boogle down and English, check this out. I think that Boogle sale's fake. Yeah. Well, part of that, too, is, isn't Sol down quite a bit, too? I know it's okay now. It's like, Here, I want to peek. How high did Sol get? But yes, it's down in Sol value as well. But dude, check out this sale. I don't want that. I want this. This looks super fucking shady. This doesn't look real to me. Don't know if that's too hard to see. Okay. This same guy, turtlesfuck.sol, he minted this a few years ago. He keeps sending it to addresses and then back to himself, like maybe farming something or I don't know exactly what he's doing, but his name just keeps showing up and up and up. But here's the deal. Ultimately, this just went right back to him. Right? It goes from retired Chad to turtlesfuck.soul. It's like, and he just transferred it to that account too. So I don't know what he's doing. I think this guy's just moving money around. I don't think that's a real sale. Yeah, and by the way, I've got some Trump Series 2. I'm holding them like forever at this point. I think they're legitimately historic. Like they are. I would rather have Series 1 still. I had sold all those, but I'm holding some Trump NFTs, hoping he doesn't release anymore. Like still, his newest collection, you can't even trade on secondary yet, so there's just so much supply, but Trump NFTs are fucking historic. And if you believe Ethereum's good, well, they're on Polygon, but if you think the blockchain's going to be around forever, they're a slice of history that's preserved for fucking ever. Like, even if the art goes by the token, it's historic. Imagine, like, a U.S. president, arguably the most controversial in history, like, up there in, like, world history. This dude's got a collectible that you can own for right now, like, $30. And, yeah, there's a lot. I mean, right? There's, what, like 150,000 supply, but to me, those are like an easy long-term play. Easy. Unless he mints more, which he probably will. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a damn good point. I wish he wouldn't. Okay, out of all the things his team does very well, like his NFT team, not doing well with the supply. I think what they should do, and it'd be cool because, again, they're smart, wouldn't be shocked to see this, but is offer some kind of burn. Like, you know, like those prizes and rewards he does? Like burn 10 of them to get an autographed book or to get attend a meet and greet, something like that. He wouldn't do a meet and greet without getting paid, right? But yeah, if they did something about supply, that would be awesome. It's a good analogy, English. God damn it. I don't want to hear he'll release more, but he will. Anyway, back to... Well, okay. I want to look at prices here real quick. Let me spot check. I haven't looked today, but floor prices on ETH. Bored Apes at 14.5. Punk's still under 40, which is fine. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, nothing noteworthy here. I don't think. Sol NFTs had been taken a... Jesus Christ. What's going on with Solana NFTs, guys? Look at this in the past week. What the fuck is going on here? Like seriously, what the fuck? Hang on. I'm looking for tweet content. This. I need to know. I need to know from my soul, guys. Like, what the fuck is going on with Solana NFTs? All right, hoping somebody knows. Honestly, I'm really curious. Dude, yeah, Edge, that would be amazing. Although I think there's a lot of guys who already work in the SEC and regulatory bodies that understand crypto. Like, some of them are really intelligent. They really get it, which is awesome. Like, it feels great when you see them talk. Like, oh my God, just get those guys in a position and we're in good hands, or just flush out the fucking bad actors, which it's a lot, but Yeah, maybe, dude. I don't have any deep thoughts on Zai. Other than like you're saying, it seems like it's like normie tailored. And you know, I waffle with the Web3 gaming thing. Like it seems like it should be, but man, I just think it's gonna be so watered down, just so fucking watered down. I think there will be individual things that hit big, but I have kind of lost, in a way, I've lost the like, I don't know. I don't feel as strongly about it. Not that it's not going to be a giant, but that it's going to be like profitable for us in any big way. Again, other than specific gaming, other than specific games that pop off. Like I'm not sure. It makes sense that it should work. I just think it's such a big industry, and it's going to be spread so freaking thin. I mean, English. That's kind of ultimately the point. Yeah, why? If you're going to own a fucking PFP somewhere and you're going to spend big money on it, knowing there's a bear market that's coming at some point, why would you want to own it here? Solana now, clearly for meme coins. Don't give a fuck about a flexible PFP there. Bitcoin's where I want my PFPs, man. Yeah, I sure as hell think so. Promethean's got something coming. They're teasing like a PFP or something, so yeah. I don't know if it moves the needle much, but yeah, I think Promethean's definitely got something coming. Runestone's got 2 more runes to drop. You need to see some of these runes. One of these runes, okay, things will cook, not if, but when Dog gets back to a $500 million market cap. It's going to get back there. Remember, it came out of the gates at 550 mil. It's going to get there again. When it does, FOMO. So yeah, Runestone will cook at that point again, and especially when it hits $1 billion. And they start teasing another token, another rune, yeah, for sure. Is meme coin season over? Because I think I read that meme coins are doing well again. Yeah. Zai's definitely got something. And when I see guys like Zeneca buying up those nodes like he did when they minted, like, you know, I know these guys know stuff. They get it. They're smart traders. Yeah. And I'm with both of you guys. I don't own any. It's just, man, you don't see this kind of floor price drops in a 7-day period often at all. Like, that's fucking extreme. Like, let's look at ETH in the 7-day period, right? Like, most in, you know, the 2 to 5 range, 6, maybe 7. Like, we're not seeing 20, 30, 40, fucking 50+%. Absolutely, look at, like, this is crazy. Yeah, Cosmos, it's a great point. Like, what do they need to you know, integrate or change to become Web3 for? They're doing really well without it. It's just somebody's going to crack like that nut, and somebody's going to make a very successful Web3 games. Other people will try to copy it. I'll tell you this. God damn, I really want to play Hades. Because, okay, roguelikes are in my head right now. Knowing that Pixelmon's game is a roguelite, that could be something. People love those fucking games. Like, are you guys familiar with Hades? Yes, dude. I think that's actually the take. That's a great fucking take. And I'll tell you why. Because PFPs on Blast are going fucking ballistic. All wash trades, but like, they're so safe. A lot of these PFPs now, a lot of the projects minting over there are fully refundable. So you get your PFP, there is no risk. While you hold the PFP, yes, you can farm with it, you can trade, but also you got your shot at Blast Gold. Why would you hold a PFP that's doing nothing for you here when you can go buy a PFP over on Blast and buy a lot of them? Right? If you're selling some of your Mad Lads, go sweep up some fucking Blast Penguins or something. Buy, you know, Rex OSF's collection, again, refundable. Buy NFT Stats collection, refundable. Yeah, dude, Hades 2 is so great. I'm having I love it. And it's so much better than Hades 1, which is crazy. But I only brought it up because it's a roguelite. And people love those kind of style of games, and Pixelmon's game is a roguelite. which is awesome, man. So Pixelmon, dude, I told this to Henry 3 years ago. I'm like, if somebody puts out a Web3 roguelike or roguelite where as you play, you unlock rare things, because that's how those games work. The more you play it, you unlock, new weapons, new abilities, new stuff. If you unlock some like really cool, rare, desirable NFTs as you play it, there's something there. There's a way to do roguelikes or roguelites. There's actually they're a little different from each other, but there's a way to do those in a way that I think can get you NFTs that maybe could be desirable if okay, let's say I play for a long time and I unlock some like super fucking cool ability for the game. The NFT gives me that ability. What if I trade that to somebody who's just starting out? They don't want to grind 150 hours to play it. They have that NFT in their wallet and boom, they unlock that ability in the game. There's something there. There's definitely something there. Elemental, but also on Blur now. So you got the Elemental marketplace, or excuse me, Element. So the Element marketplace, I think, is or was the biggest one, but at this point, you can just do it on Blur. But I mean, look, the volume is like it's like ETH, and it's all the real like bull type NFT action. It's happening on Blast right now. Yep. Man, it's crazy. No risk. So again, Katz, I think you hit nail on the head right there. Why the fuck would you hold an expensive PFP? I get why you'd hold an expensive PFP on Bitcoin. I get maybe a little bit why you hold on ETH, and that's because of provenance, it's because of history, it's because you're attached to it. Why would you hold an expensive NFT on Solana when you could just hold something on Blast with no risk? So, Katz, I think you fucking nailed that. That was awesome. It just depends which one, by the way. They're not all refundable. Well, here's the deal, okay? Crypto universe or university, like, here's what's interesting. These aren't even that high priced yet. Like Blastopian, think how high ETH NFTs got, right? So Blastopians, for example, these were like under 0.1 just a few weeks ago. And so yes, they're up big now. Like they're pricey now, but pricey at 0.3 is nothing compared to what we saw. And like, correct me if I'm wrong, is this the first PFP on Blast? Is Blastopians the very first? If it's not them, I'm trying to think of who it actually is, but I think it's them. And so, like, picture this: if you believe Blast is going to be this fucking bonkers ecosystem, like an all-time, like a competitor, something that competes with the top 3 or so, and it's not going away, right? It only is going to grow and grow and grow. Then, man, Blastopians got a little provenance. Okay, so confusion. If I buy a Blast Vegas here at 0.02, can I refund it? Or once it's on secondary, there's no refunds, right? Because I'm also confused. This was a free mint, so maybe this isn't the refundable one. I think. Yeah, I got to wrap my head around this. I want this, whatever it is, just to get some exposure, and I like OSF a lot. I got to bridge shit over. My ETH balance is 0. Fucking 0. I gotta do stuff. I have to trade today. God damn it, I have to trade. Yeah, exactly, Cosmos. Yep. So it's like, I think that's key. Instead of trying to like shoehorn in this play to win or play to earn, which I'm fine with that statement and I'm fine with that kind of like model, but someone's really got to do where your assets carry over, not just across like, Hades 1 to Hades 2, but that it becomes this interoperable thing, this thing that Yatsu preaches of the open metaverse, that my asset in this game, well, they integrate that in this other game, that my Grand Theft Auto assets are NFTs, and I can use the same weapon from Modern Warfare, exact same weapon I can use in Grand Theft Auto. Same with like my skin, like all that. That's what needs to happen. We're so far off from that. But that's the kind of ecosystem I think that that can do well. It feels like Ronin is kind of starting to build that out with like the pixels, and there's other examples of this too. But the pixels integrating all these avatars, it's like it's like baby steps in that direction. Okay, Pack Wrecked was the refundable one. Okay, and then so what's the point of Blast Vegas? Free mint, but then what do you do with it? Okay. Is it just for the jackpot spin wheel thing? Huh. God, I've got to get in here. I'm opening my wallet. I need to see where I have even a little ETH to work with. I don't think I've got fucking any. I think I'm gonna have to like convert. I think I gotta convert some Bitcoin, which sucks. Or sell something. But like ETH stuff's down so bad. Like, what are you gonna sell that's worth anything right now? I think my best asset. Here, let's explore my shitty ass wallet. It's not even that shitty, honestly. It's just with how down stuff is, it just doesn't feel great. My best asset's a Clear Silver. And I'm holding that because I've got, Clear Silver, when, and it's not an if, but also, again, a when we cycle back to ETH, she's going to cook. I'll never sell this guy. Just the craziest, like, this was a gift, and I can never sell him. I love him. That is my baby. Got fucking wrecked by this pallet thing. I'm an idiot. Was up so big on that and never sold. This will be a payday. And I love Clear Silver. But yeah, this I gotta hold. This will be a 2 to 3 ETH payday at some point. But that point ain't now, and I could use that ETH now. And man, I kinda regret spending that ETH on minting that collection. Yeah, in hindsight, mistake. Although I probably would have wasted it on something in the meantime. Okay, see, now something like this I wouldn't be opposed to selling. Like, accept that offer, 0.03, bridge that over to Blast, and... Right, so bridge over 0.02, which is like nothing, but just to get some skin in the game, buy up a Blast Vegas. I am not opposed to that at all. Holy shit, Oviators are worth nothing now? What the fuck happened? What the actual fuck happened here? I never redeemed mine. Maybe I just got to redeem them and get out of that. Oh, dude. Okay, Dead. Okay, let's get to Liquidium because that's where I think there's an opportunity here. Are you able to send Blast ETH from CB like you can with Base, or do you have to bridge it? Blast ETH from Coinbase? Yeah. Yeah, ETH market. I mean, it has been showing little signs of life, and I am watching, dude. I am thinking that maybe we're not super far off from a return to ETH. Maybe. It's just like maybe. I don't know. I might even sell a Genkai just to get some exposure on Blast. I like, Dad, I think I like your option better. I think I might like taking a loan on some Bitcoin assets. I just, man, I'm kind of a pussy with this stuff. I would hate to like fuck up, not be able to repay my loan, and then just lose. What's it priced at, English? Peaceful Groupies, man, I haven't heard those in a long time. I don't think, man. I'll tell you this, LJ. I love Yawn, fucking love. The whole market's gonna pump. I mean, what I'm saying is I hope the whole market pumps, but like I just feel like when we have these cycles, the old stuff doesn't really come back, like a little bit, but a run, it's just the rising tide, kind of, they'll be up, but ever a run again and ever be significant again? I don't think so. like ever. As much as I love him and I love his art, love that collection, but I wouldn't expect that. Yeah, interesting. Good to know, Cats. No, I definitely get it. Yeah, he's never left. He's always pushing. And the new Web3, so are you talking, is it Warpcast? It's just like, ultimately, it doesn't matter just the way the NFT space works. It's not the old stuff that comes back. It's always new stuff. Old stuff just doesn't return. It doesn't in a little bit again, but it never, very little actually comes back. Most of it's just kind of dead in your wallet. Having been through many, many cycles at this point, and if you're in a peaceful groupie, you've been through a few cycles. But it's new stuff. It's when the NFT run comes, it's going to be brand new mints. And also, I don't know why anybody would be doing new mints on ETH. It'll be on Blast. It'll be on Base. It'll be on the cheap fee chains. Oh man, know nothing about them. I can't think of an ecosystem I know less about than Cardano, other than like knowing they hold their value pretty well. But like, it's just it's a different community over there. That's for sure. Interesting, man. Good info, guys. Maybe one day. University. I think maybe one day. We're so far off, and it is gonna require, so far off. I'll say this. We need centralized exchanges to be listing these, and I don't know that right now they really have an incentive to do that. But we need Binance. We need Coinbase eventually, and again, those are far off. And we need OPCat, because the L2s on Bitcoin apparently fucking suck. So runes, yes, they will one day, I think. I'm not even sure. I think they will though. And it's far off. And MetaKey I like, because I like what's his name? DC Investor, is that the dude? Maddie? I think I always mix up two of these guys specifically. I always liked his idea and his plans, and I know he's pushing like through like building on Roblox, right? Amongst other things. I love the idea of MetaKey. I thought that's like a very big, I guess, like step towards like the open metaverse idea. And especially how they're priced now. Like bull market, they were unaffordable. Now they're affordable. I personally, if I had a bunch of ETH, I would buy like the first generation one just as a bet on the team there. I do like them. Rajan, good to see you, brother. No, zero progress. But the money's in Blast right now. For freaking sure. Yeah, a couple of guys here bring up hieroglyphs. Yeah, it's like with all these options, why bother with Cardano? As I, hope every ecosystem does well, but why bother with Cardano when you really need adoption and there's nobody looking at Cardano? Artifact's tricky, man. Given the news that, like the rumors from Nick that Nike's getting rid of Artifact, who knows if that's true, but I wouldn't touch Artifact stuff. I don't know why frogs are pumping right now, other than they've got bonus rewards, like extra diamond rewards. So there's that, right? All right, check this out, Liquidium. So Node Monkeys. So am I reading this right? You can get a... Oh, this is people asking for loans. Okay. Node Monkey's floor is what? 0.28. You're loaning 0.23. For a little over 2 weeks here. Get your calculator out here. See how much you'd make on that. All right, hang on. So, anyway, sorry. You'd make like a point. Am I right on this? Like almost 0.01 Bitcoin for this loan. If anybody wants to check my math here. Okay, so yeah, you loan 0.23. You're without it for 2 weeks. You get 0.009 in interest. If the guy defaults on that loan, doesn't pay you back, you get his node monkey at 0.23. It's not so bad. I don't know. I don't think node monkeys in the next 2 weeks, I could see them touching that area, but I would personally, I'd feel happy getting one at that price. So yeah, I don't think that's so bad. Pretty decent amount of Bitcoin to earn for a couple weeks here. So hang on, Dead, you wanted to take out a loan on your stuff, right? Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, Andrew. Kind of feel that way. Yeah. Absolutely agree here. Hey, I'll tell you this with Cardano. We've got these indexes that measure the value of the market, and until recently, I can tell you this. This year's been rough, but historically, before this year, Cardano NFTs almost always outperformed the other guys. Like, held their value really well. So there is something to that Cardano ecosystem. It's just too small and you're not attracting any new people. And without that, I mean, it's just going to bleed out. But yeah, Node Monkey price super tempting. Let me go back to Liquidium here. Taking a loan makes more sense when things are pumping. I got to think about this. I've never done either side of a loan. Never taken one, never given. But like if you are needing liquidity to go get some exposure to Blast. So let me think here. If I were the person taking the loan, right? So I need a loan. Someone's going to give me 0.23. That I got to pay back in 16 days. Do I feel like I'm going to make that over on Blast right now? Probably not. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. Yeah, I think giving loans feels much safer right now. So what's the biggest opportunity here? Is it finding... Yeah, I mean, look at this puppet one. 0.15. Here, let me check this one. Okay. This one here is kind of tempting. I'm not going to lie. I'm using ChatGPT. Oh, it's not that much. 0.006. You would earn an interest for 12 days. Yeah, not that much. This one not bad. Yeah, I'm going to go over this a bit. Got to start making that money work for you, right? Like, man, it's just sitting in my wallet doing nothing. Yeah. Well, okay, market goes lower. Right, you loan 0.23. Market goes lower than 0.23 and he doesn't pay back. You're better off just having held and buy on the floor, right? It is interesting. You just got to find like the perfect terms, like the perfect kind of loan here. And there are some for sure. I think probably a lot of these are decent. Oh, true. Okay, you get the token for lending, right? Or are people... Is there some good thought that there's value to this token? Or will be? Because that's a good point. Interesting. Anybody writing up like some projections, right, for what they think the token's going to be? Interesting. Yeah, gotta say, it is tempting. Yeah, I wouldn't mind throwing a loan out to a Node Monkey specifically, if it's priced right. By the way, random as hell, guys. How does something like NFT now stay in business? Like, there's no like NFT news in like over a month. How the fuck do they stay in business? Or is this like a passion project, just like kind of self-funded and I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about it recently. I noticed NFT Evening is kind of popping back to life, but it's like maybe a little bit more community run at this point. Just like as I do my research, starting to notice this stuff. Gotta get my ass in blast. Wow. Gotta be careful when I say that. Yeah, people replying to that tweet about the Solana NFTs, and yeah, it's blast. It's fucking blast. That's it. Well, she nailed it. But I don't buy when people are saying it's ordinals too. I don't see that at all. I don't. I think ordinals are doing what ordinals have historically done. Like, to me, and I think the people holding ordinals are different. I don't think people are selling their ordinals to head over to Blast. I don't think that's the case. I think maybe that has more to do, maybe without having looked at really the numbers, ordinals has more to do with the Merlin unlock and just buyer sellers like actual traders drying up. I don't think it's people selling their ordinal shit to go to Blast. There's some of that, but I mean, what you're seeing on Solana is clearly that. What you're seeing on ordinals, again, normal, like super normal pattern. We have seen that over and over and over and over. And I love showing the volume on Bitcoin too. Like, how fucking few people are actually there. Look at this. Like it's like nothing. Your buyers and sellers. These two columns right here. There are so few people in that ecosystem. And so, yeah, what we see over there is just like, I don't see that correlating to Blast at all. Solana, again, yeah, man, absolutely. When did I call you Walshy? I was talking about Walshy's reply here, but yeah, you said it first. But yeah, man, pretty fucking clear. It's wild. Oh, man. Zap. What is Zap? Let's look at Zap. A token launchpad. What's the number one dex over there? Is that Turbo? Like, I'm trying to get... Yeah, I can't keep all these straight, but... Story about this. What are they? Like, the biggest token launchpad over there? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Hey, this looks spicy. Right, cats. God damn it. I'm right there with you. yeah, I'm not sure. It's got to come from... I'm going to look through my ETH bag, see if there's anything to dump. I don't mind. You know, okay, this feeds back into what we've talked about a lot this week, which is this. The trade profits column, right? Oh, my bad. Here we go. We've talked a lot about this, trade profits in the negative. And I'm like, guys, people taking losses because there's opportunities in other places. Like, we are very much in a bull market still. Doesn't feel like it, but we are. But people taking losses because they want to go over to Blast. So yeah, you see this, it's not really that bearish. It's bullish that people are willing to take a loss because the opportunity is so great elsewhere. So that's a lot of what we're seeing here over the past couple weeks. Blast. Oh my god, I need to dump so much of this shit. I really got to get in a Blast. Got to do it. I can't... Man, you guys dig through your wallet and just makes you want to throw up. Yep, I'm there right now. So much waste. By the way, I love absolutely everything I've collected. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. I got a newfound respect for OMBs, by the way, after English schooled us. Yeah, Peter, dude, spot on. It is. We did get new people in this cycle. We absolutely did, but not enough, man. Tooker. What is that? What's Tooker? Is that real? I know English. Yeah, dude. Like, absolutely gotta fucking stop. Luckily, the only JPEGs I've been buying, let's say, like the past year-ish, it's just Bitcoin. It's like the only kind of JPEG that matters, I think. So, fix that issue for the most part. Still, like huge fucking believer in ordinals. Those JPEGs gonna be great. Oh, no shit. What chain is that on? Solana, I'm guessing. I'll say it again, guys. Big believer in this shit. Node monkeys. Puppets. To a degree. OMB. Quantum cats. Yep. Those are the ones. Like, dude, man, such a believer. And in the art over here still, I still believe that's going to cycle. Yeah, buy Pac Moon. Yep. Dude, with market cap still hanging around 150 and actually under, man, super spicy. I don't mind dumping, if I can find like a quarter ETH across just wallets and then dumping some shit at a loss, I'll just put that quarter ETH right into Pac Moon. You got an easy 3x in there. Easy. What's redacted? What's that? You know what I hate most about this, like, sell in May and walk away? It's that it's kind of fucking boring. Like, the news cycle slowed down. We had weeks of just fucking full throttle, everything just, like, unrelenting news. Unrelenting news. And I hope people getting back from Asia, from Hong Kong, kind of bring the news with them. I'm telling you, dude, so fucking boring. Like, I wish there were some fun things to talk about here, but it's definitely slowing down. Oh my god, dude. Well, missed a shot. Although I hope they dip, but missed a shot at grabbing an alive cat. I might have 0.4. Maybe, but I don't want to go to 0. I don't want my... I'm trying to just, like, not trade any of this Bitcoin. At the same time, I do want to put it to work. Man, I really want a second Quantum Cat, though. Badly. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap. Again, not a ton going on. Probably could put some time into diving into Blast. Find some money somewhere. I got to play. I just got to play more. Tomorrow morning, definitely will be back. Hopefully something's cooking by then. I should never show my bags again. It's embarrassing. But yeah, I'm going to look into this. I'm kind of tempted. Need to understand a little of like what you're getting for this, other than a chance at gold, you know? But I think for now, just I don't mind spending 0.02 to get a little exposure in that ecosystem. I'm okay with that. And I'll tell you what, I am going to be watching Blastopians as the first PFP, I believe. Like, first PFP and in an ecosystem that I think is going to cook. I'll keep an eye on that. It's kind of dumb buying the top, which it's close-ish to that if this isn't the top. Would love to get into fantasy top. There's so much potential there. There's so much freaking potential here. By the way, I'm assuming Fantasy Top has their own marketplace, like on their actual site. It would just make sense, but yeah, I would love to get into that ecosystem. Andrew, that's on Solana though, right? Yeah, Haynes, you too, man. But yeah, lots to dig into. I try to put some time into trading today. I got to do some Mother's Day shopping. I forgot about that. Damn it. So, anyway, guys, hope you have a great fucking day. I'll catch you boys later on or tomorrow. We'll see ya.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to 0. It's our everything.